Well done. Thanks very much, the songsters. Willie Brood Peck and Mott. That one and the rest of the songs were taken from the songsters, or songsters' new CD, Sharp and Sweet. You're tuned to BBC Radio Scotland and tuned to 92 to 95 FM and on 810 metres on the medium wave. I'm sure a few Keith exiles are with us tonight too, along with folks around the world tuned to us on the internet and www.bbc.co.uk/Radio Scotland and the digital 866. Welcome to join us. Yes, in the heart of the distillery and farming community, you get the whiff of home as we dance a night away here in the Seafield Hotel in Keith to the great music of Huntly's Graham Mitchell and his Scottish Dance Band. I'm your MC Robbie Shepherd, as usual at this time on a Saturday night, but now to a waltz country dance and another fine link with the Keith Festival for both our band leader and myself over the years. Religiously taping various events of our entertainment here at the festival and surely been lost forever were Randall Webster and Ian Duncan. Ian, I'm glad to see you with us tonight. Congratulations, sir, all you do for the festival. Ian Duncan. So as a wee tribute to Ian, Graham has chosen 4 waltzes, all by Ian Duncan, and linking 3 of the band, the Cordettes, in which Ian was a member. First, Julie, for the daughter of band colleague Alistair Gray, then Mary Thomason. That takes us to Shetland, when Ian befriended Frank and Lillian Chadwick, and Mary was a waitress, Mary Thomason. The third waltz is Craig Heath, and that's for Craig and Heather, son and daughter of Sonny Johnson of the Cordettes. And finally, Shiona, another daughter of Sonny's. So, a waltz country dance. Once again, thanks to Ian Duncan for the tunes, and thanks to the band for the waltz country dance, Julie, Mary Thomason, Craig Heath, and Shiona. But now for a Boston two-step with another tune for a Geyser Jarl of Uphellia in Shetland. Now, to start the programme, we had the 1998 Jarl Hunter of Gilliburn. Now, it's one Guthrum the Dane. This takes us back to the 1994 Jarl, Charlie Grant, who chose the name of Guthrum the Dane. It was written by his great friend Willie Hunter, who tragically died only 2 days after that particular Uphellia. So with fond memories of the magic fiddle of Willie Hunter, we have the Boston two-step. Lively Boston two-step there with the tongue of Shetland to it. Guthrum the Dane, 1994, by the late Willie Hunter. And a wee bit out of season, but in the spirit of his festivities surrounding the Keith Festival, we invite the dancers up for the Hogmanay Jig. It's a dance devised by the late Chris Blair of the Newcastle branch of the Royal Scottish Country Dance Society with an original tune by Andrew Rankin. Here, though, Graham gives us his alternative set. The Campbells are coming, the 100 Pipers, Sandy Carr, this one again by George Bell of Blair Gowrie for a Scottish country dance band enthusiast, and the last one is an Irish jig called Cronan's Favourite. season, as I said, the Hogmanay jig with the Campbells are coming, the 100 Pipers, Sandy Carr, and Cronin's favourite. Now, I come to an item in the programme which I thought might prove difficult for me to introduce, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought I wanted to show my appreciation and give thanks to John McCormick, the controller, and all at BBC Radio Scotland, and to Graham here sharing the stage with me. To explain, I was struck dumb but delighted when the BBC gave me a party among musical friends to celebrate my 21 years on Radio Scotland, my award on the Queen's Honours List, and chiefly to acknowledge my old age at 65. When they asked which band I wanted, I had no hesitation in saying the band behind me tonight, though I said I'll be inviting Graham as a friend. But unknown to me, the BBC then commissioned Graham to write a tune for me. It's a cracker. Graham, can we hear it now? Robbie Shepherd, MBE, with my grateful thanks to all who've been in touch with me since the new year. Thanks again, Graham, and I'm sure it was as nerve-wracking for the band to play it in front of all these folks as it was for me to introduce it. But sincerely, thanks for a great tune. But when we come to our second last dance, and it's to be the Prytania two-step, we start with a tune that doesn't quite describe what it says. The Craws o' Curry was written by Neil Barron, in fact, for family neighbours when Neil stayed beside the Craws in Curry, that lovely suburb of Edinburgh. The next tune is Elizabeth Donald of Moss Side, another by Adam Rennie, and we finish with the Berwickshire Volunteers, Prytania two-step. second last dance, Prytania's two-step with the Cries of Curry, Elizabeth Donald of Moss Side and the Berwickshire Volunteers. So before I call up the last dance, it's time for a few votes of thanks. Firstly, to the usual friendly welcome from the Keith Festival Committee, and especially to Lona Thompson for her help in the arrangements, to Peter Stott and staff here in the Seafield Hotel for their ready help, and to the enthusiastic dancers and those preferring to sit and enjoy the music. Chiefly to Graham Mitchell, Scottish Dance Band, for a great session of music, and from me personally, Graham, for a cracker of a tune. Thanks. Thanks to special guests, songsters, and Gordon Patillo and Alan Kitchen. Now, next week, we're starting our short summer series of repeats, and first in will be Colin Dewar in the band from the broadcast last December, and the second feature will be with accordionist composer Willie Laurie of Kinlochleven. I'll be back, of course, tomorrow afternoon, just after the 1 o'clock news here on Radio Scotland, broadcasting on 92 to 95 FM and 810 in the medium wave with the Real Blend. And as with this programme, we embark on a summer series as the main feature, as I take to the roads with some of our leading entertainers. Tomorrow, I'll be in the company of singer-songwriter Dougie McClare. And if you want any information on any aspect of tonight's programme, then our information line is there to help you. 08700 100 700. 08700 100 700, and calls are at the national rates. And listening worldwide, that address again for the programme for Radio Scotland, www.bbc.co.uk/Radio Scotland. But I see the dancers are all set for the last dance as a Percussion Circle. The reels are John McNeil's reel by Tarlin Minstrel Peter Milne, Susan Cooper by Ronnie Cooper, and then two from our leader, Donny the Post and Forbes Rayburn of Huntley. So as we prepare to dance, from all of us here in the function hall of the Seafield Hotel in Keith, including producer Ken Much, this is Robbie Shepherd thanking you wherever you are for listening and hoping you can join us at the same time next week. We're looking for you, and all the best till then.
Sounds like they all had a great time. Take the Floor was presented by Robbie Shepherd. And if you're a fan of traditional music, stay with us, as after the news and sport, Ian McInnes presents tonight's edition of Pipeline. Then at 9:05, there's another chance to hear this morning's Out of Doors